Everyone is talking about speed and how to become faster and all that jazz, but what if you're slow? What do you do? Well, the thing is that actually not necessarily being the fastest player on the pitch is not the end of the world, because there are many things you can do and change in your game and just think a little bit to accommodate for being a little bit slow. And actually, I'm on that journey myself. See, I used to be really naturally fast, but now I'm 35 and I can definitely start to feel that I'm losing a bit of my speed. So actually, I've had to learn all of these things myself as well. And I figured that if I can learn them, you can too. So let's do it. We can start out looking at what you do if you have the ball and you come up against a defender.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff. Now, if you had been a fast player, it would be super easy just to knock the ball past them and beat them with hardcore speed, right? But if you're a slow-ish player, instead, you can't use your speed, so you'll have to be deceptive. And by being deceptive, we've talked about it before, I mean that you need the defender to put his or her weight on the wrong foot, or just basically on one foot, opening up space and time for you to get those extra few milliseconds to beat them. In other words, you want the defender to react to you and to commit to covering an angle for you. And you can do that in a couple of ways. For instance, by changing your speed. So if you come running at them with a little bit of speed, I mean, a little bit of speed for you at least, then you go fast, then you go slow a bit. Maybe go fast a bit or look like you're accelerating, go slow, change it up a little bit. Because that means that they will constantly have to react and adjust to what you do, thus being ever so slightly behind you. And that means that when they want to stop you and commit, they really have to stretch out and put a lot of weight on their legs. Alternatively, you can also add a little bit of like change of direction, maybe some body feints in, because ultimately that means that they will feel that they need to close down, let's say this area, put their weight on one foot, meaning that you can go around them on the other side. So again, you shouldn't think that when you face a defender, you have to beat them with your first action. No, take the initiative, be deceptive to the point where speed doesn't matter. That's the key. You also need a good first touch. Because again, if you're fast, you can make a slightly bad first touch and still be quick enough to probably get to the ball before the opponent. Now, however, if you're slow, that makes things a little bit more difficult. And that is where you need a good first touch. And by that, I mean a first touch that has purpose. See, you don't just want to touch the ball and stop it right in front of you, because then the ball is dead and you need to take another touch and the opponent will get close and it's going to be more about speed. So instead, when you get the ball, you want to take a directional first touch, opening up your body and touching the ball where you want to go next with one touch. And also you need to keep it at a good distance, meaning that it's not right under you, but you keep it relatively close, but also so far away from you that you can basically run into the ball. And it's gonna take some practice, but eventually you'll probably see that a good first touch can beat an unrushing defender if you make it directional at a good distance with one move only. And that's what you want. There might be situations where you have to sprint against a defender. And in that situation, you just want to make sure that whatever you do, you don't want to make it a side-by-side sprint. Because if you are slow, chances are that Jeff is gonna be faster than you. He's gonna get to the ball first and things are gonna suck. So the thing is that if you have to sprint around them, what you want to do is try and get in front of them, meaning that you get your body between the defender and the ball. Now the thing is that right now, Jeff might be a lot faster than me, but if he just keeps on running in a straight line, I'm gonna be in the way. And that means that he can keep running, that means he's gonna bump into me, I'm gonna fall over, I'm gonna get a free kick. Or he can slow down and basically just try and track behind me and maybe pull my arm a little bit, in which case I'm also gonna fall and scream and get a free kick. But you know, things are much more difficult for Jeff now, even though he's faster. I kind of eliminate his advantage by simply just running in front of him. So that's what you need to keep in mind. Of course, you still need to be fast enough to get here and then here, obviously, but that's where the whole deception from step one comes into play. So body feint, change direction, boom, boom, and then get in front of him, and you're winning, okay? Or one more thing that will really help you a lot is if you get good at utilizing the pockets of empty space where there isn't a defender close to you. Because basically, when you don't have the ball, you want to make sure that if you get the ball right now, you don't have a defender immediately close to you that will just be over you in a split second. You would just wanna, if you pass the ball, you just wanna look up and find a bit of open space where if you then get the ball, there's just a little bit of time and space for you to make a good touch, to look up, take a first touch without just being swarmed by a horde of defenders. Just be clever. Find that open space and get away from them. You don't want to race against them. Just get away, okay? But the thing is that your team won't always have the ball. Sometimes Jeff's team also has it. So how do you go about being slow when you're defending? And the key here is that you get good at anticipating. Basically, reading the game a little bit, anticipating what is the likely outcome of the situation to essentially prevent that you're gonna have to catch up and chase after the ball and the man. Because if you have to catch up and you're slow, it's gonna really, really suck. So what you need to do is basically make defending on your terms and not on the terms of the faster attacker. So for instance, if you're in a one-on-one situation here, the attacker is coming rushing at you at speed. Some people might think that just, rushing at them and making them panic a little bit and maybe stop the ball and pass it back is gonna work. Tell you what, it's not. Because if you go that way, the attacker is just gonna take a touch that way and you're gonna be absolutely screwed, especially if you're slow. Because, recovering there, forget about it. What you should do instead is you should come at them a little bit, keep them at a good distance, and then you should start containing. Go down in your knees, on your toes, and then you're just gonna basically shuffle around like that. Boom, 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 boom. So if they go here, you go there. If, you get the point. You're just gonna basically shadow them, slow them down. That's the key. Slow them down because it gives you enough time for them either to screw up or for you to get backup from a teammate who can recover and get the ball if they take that longer touch, right? Slow them down. Make it on your terms. Don't rush, because then it's really easy to go past you. Let's be honest, fast attackers will probably pretty quickly realize that you're rather slow. So they want to make it on their terms. And if they, at some point, while you're containing, decide that they want to take that long touch around you and try to beat you for speed, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna suck. But the thing is that if they do, what you need to think about is not to go in and barge the man with your shoulder. You're gonna make a free kick. Again, just like when you're dribbling, it's about when you're containing here, showing them that direction. They're probably gonna make the touch that way. So again, you need to anticipate when they make the touch, you need to quickly get in between them and the ball. Because again, you're gonna be in the way. Either they have to try and run around you, or they're gonna run into you and you're gonna fall over and get a free kick. So if you get in between them and the ball, they will have to slow down, meaning you can get to the ball first, either put it out of play or pass it back to a teammate or, get the free kick. So again, it's about anticipation. Get in front of them, and again, it's on your terms. Yeah, being fast would have been honestly way easier, but you can actually still boss it on the pitch if you just think about a couple of things you can do to adjust your game a little bit and just accommodate for the fact that, okay, you're a little bit slow, but maybe you're smarter than everyone else. Maybe you're better on the ball than everyone else. You can still be the boss. Just train it, okay? Think about it. But are there any other suggestions on what you can do if you are a slow player? Let me know your suggestions in the comment section right down below. Remember that if you need new football boots, like these, for instance, lovely Copa Pure 2s, you can get them in the link to the world's best football store right over there. Of course, also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the notifications on. And if you want to learn more skills to kind of make you a very skillful but slow player, well, hit the playlist right down there. With those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.